Greetings and welcome, everyone. It's an all-you-can-geek movie cast. I'm one of your hosts, Jim Gast, joined by Mike Sneedy
What's up?
and Tony Korkanakis.
Yo.
Welcome, guys. Welcome, listeners. Welcome, viewers. We're live right now, Twitch, Tuesday nights, 8 o'clock Eastern. Please join us if you can. We'd love to hear from you guys, chat with you. If you can't, though, over on YouTube, we'd still love to hear from you over there. Leave us a comment and give us a little like and a subscribe. It helps us quite a bit. What have you been up to? And we're live, by the way. I got my notification because I subscribed. What have you been up to? So I got to sit down. I'm on season 2 of Superman now, which was a cool little twist finale. I do like the fact that I don't know what's going on in this series. You know, like not that I know what's going on, but they surprise you.
Really?
You know what I mean? Yeah,
That's
they surprise
really
you.
weird. It's so weird.
Yeah, they tried for. I want to be vague. I don't know. If I want to be. It's 2 years old. Like they tried for the Spider-Man No Way. Is it No Way Home? No, it's far. What's the first one?
Homecoming?
Homecoming. They tried for the Homecoming hit a little bit, which I loved. That was the General Lane.
Yeah.
So I thought it was really good. And then but the thing I really bared down and finally watched was Cobra Kai. Finally, I finished up the show.
You never finished it?
No, I just because of the break, I was like, I'm not watching this between the breaks, so I just stopped the first like 2 episodes in, and even all my time I spent like with plenty of time, I just never got back to it because, like you had said, I agree with you. It's always the same tropes, the same loops. I'm just tired of it 6 seasons in, and you finished this, right, Tony?
Yeah, I just couldn't. I couldn't tell you the ending if somebody had a gun to my head to be like.
It was very like they wanted to hit their original movies, but from Johnny's perspective, kind of thing at the end. They did that.
Yeah.
Him basically in that role, and I just hate how this show made it so that everyone was kind of okay. Like they're not all bad guys, except for that one guy.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I didn't need John Kreese as a good guy. I don't need redeeming qualities from this guy. I don't care.
Oh,
like,
that's right. That's
you know
right.
what I mean,
Now I
like,
remember.
yeah.
Now I remember.
Even what's his name? The other guy
Andy
from
Silver?
Karate Kid 3. Yeah. I just like I'm like I don't need any to feel. I don't want to feel sorry for this guy
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
You know, so I thought the show was okay. It wasn't a great last season. It definitely overstayed its welcome a little bit, but you know, I'm glad they made it, and it makes me want to watch the originals more, which is I guess good. But that's pretty much it between that and Superman. I didn't watch the new X-Men episode because I heard it's not that great. It's kind of a filler. Is that true?
Yep.
Yeah. So I chose to take a break and wait for this episode to come out and then watch them back to back. That was my choice.
Yeah.
So, what you guys? Yeah. So, Mike, I'm guessing you watched that.
Yes, that's all I've watched. I mostly liked it. It was definitely a Wolverine side quest.
Yeah.
People are very mixed about it. I'm a little mixed on it, but not for the same reasons I think most people are. I don't know. It's a different take on Wolverine's characterization than what we normally get from him in other versions of this character.
Really?
I mean, just about one specific thing, because, you know, either he likes it or he doesn't, and usually he doesn't, and this time he clearly does. That's what I'll say for now. And we get a sort of like a weird grouping of a lot of his rogues. Since you haven't watched it, I won't say much more than that, but it's more from
right.
Wolverine side quest basically, and
So that
a little.
end credits sequence makes a little more sense. No,
I mean,
'Cause it
it's
didn't make any
what
sense.
That was so stupid in
happens
comparison.
next.
Like that was so
Was it?
stupid. They didn't need to
Yeah,
explain it at all. They didn't
No,
need
they
I
to.
feel like that was just there to throw Captain America and Black Widow on screen.
Yeah.
'Cause
Get the Avengers Doomsday set up.
I don't really even understand like why he was talking to them at all there, because he could have just done this with the people he was involved with.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, I liked it just because I like, you know, getting some more Wolverine lore, and I do think we needed a break from the previous episode. Like, let the previous episode marinate and have some more time. So
Yeah.
just this is a good time for like a little side quest episode, I think. But
Okay.
it was also a little weird, and I mean, but yeah, if you're a fan
All right.
of the morph Wolverine tension, there's something going on here, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. Tony. So you saw this, I'm guessing, and
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't bad, but I just don't see how it fits into the greater plot line for the season. And actually, if anything, this does one thing that I was praising them for, in that they were taking their time with stuff, and I feel the biggest point of this episode was that it just solves a problem. That
it skips ahead past a pretty what historically was a bad storyline in X-Men or Wolverine's history. I
sure,
think.
absolutely,
So
but why
it
do it then?
skipped it all
Just why do it then?
because you get that shock value from the last season.
Yeah, but now it's stupid. Like something like this should not.
yeah.
I'm being vague. I'm trying to be vague.
Yeah, this looks. I
Something
mean, you
like
guys
this should
listen.
not.
If you spoil it, you spoil it. Not a big deal. Like I'm gonna watch it anyways.
I'm not. I'm not trying to spoil it. I'm just saying.
I mean,
It's
pretty
literally
obvious
like
what's gonna
why.
Yeah.
Why would you do this?
Yeah.
It takes away.
It is.
Stakes.
It is
and tension.
fast motion for sure for some things. But you know that is how most of the storylines have been. That's in X-Men '97 so far.
No, I understand, but other than
yeah.
this episode, I thought they were doing a good job of not doing that compared to the first season. Because the Madeline plot line from season 1 was handled in like one episode, and I'm just like, that lasted quite a lot longer than that in the comics. So we're back to that, which is kind of upsetting. And just the other characters felt super unnecessary, but I don't know if they're going to tie him in. We'll see.
I forgot, like, because it is funny. I'll say this much: it's not really that much of a spoiler. The you know, the original X-Men cartoon, or the '92 version, I guess. Wolverine, even though he says he wants to, he never really kills any of his enemies. So I guess they kind of used that here because everyone's still alive and well at this point. But it was, I don't remember where things end up with his relationship with all these characters. I thought it was pretty bad though, but
I don't know.
It was all stupid.
I don't remember it being good in the show.
It was all stupid.
Yeah. What else? Anything else, Tony?
Still trying through One Piece. I'm at the halfway point actually, so made some pretty significant milestones.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's exciting.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see here. We got crazy good box office last weekend, actually. The Odyssey debuted at number 1, doing really well. I think it did like 260, I think 264 worldwide. It did 123 million domestic, which is the highest live action opening this year, and the third highest R-rated, I think, opening, if I remember right. So, doing really well for the Odyssey. Christopher Nolan. I mean, it depending on legs. I mean, it could. I don't know if $1 billion's possible, but it's going to be pretty. It's going to be his biggest movie ever.
Yeah.
Which is, yeah.
Yeah,
I know.
I
don't know
last
if
week
$1 billion,
we were just
but...
talking about the how well it would do compared to his other movies, but yeah, I mean, it's got great reviews.
Oh yeah, word of mouth's awesome.
Yeah, word of mouth is great.
Yeah.
So yeah,
that's what happened. The walk-ups have been crazy good for this. So that was the whole weekend. All the projections were under. It came in higher, so way higher. But yeah, I want to go see it definitely. I gotta wait a little bit till it calms down, and then I'll go see it.
I was surprised. I thought we were over the whole star power and director power mattering, but I guess not.
I don't know.
I guess not.
I don't know that we're over director power. I mean,
no one. I feel like people don't care about who directs movies anymore. I don't see like. I mean, they try with the Spielberg with that movie, and it.
Yeah, but Spielberg's done so like. If you look at Spielberg's entire library, like there's a lot of duds. I think Nolan's had maybe the one, right? Or two, I guess.
Nolan
didn't like Dark Knight Rises.
Tenet? Was it Tenet? Was the bad
Tenet?
one?
I know Corey didn't like.
Yeah, but that was also COVID-y times, right?
Yeah, that was kind of a forced out kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. But yeah, I don't know. This is going to be. I mean, this could do $1 billion depending on legs. So we'll see. It's a far stretch, but it could do it. This is weird because we were talking about this in the same, like, no, we weren't. Were we talking about this one? Like Oppenheimer and stuff like that weekend. Yeah, we were. Yeah, that's what it was.
He said it was going to come under Oppenheimer, but I think it's going to definitely do better than
That's crazy. So gonna do good, and I definitely want to check it out. And like you had posted today, the 70mm screens, which are far few in between what we have available, only 25 in the United States, are completely sold out always right now, pretty much. And like I just wish they'd build more, but they can't.
They can't.
Apparently, they can't build more.
Technology is lost.
It's crazy. It's really crazy that Jeff Keighley's dad is what came up with the technology.
Yeah.
Because they gave him a thank you at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
So. It's weird. It's really weird. And then, his dad passed away, and the technology is gone. So, anyways, rest of the box office, I guess fine. So we're looking at what we have. Moana's not fine. Not fine at all. It's at I think it made 179 right now worldwide. $200 million budget, so will not make back its money. Toy Story 5, though, however, is going to break $1 billion. We know this. It's at 960 already, 959. Toy Story 5 is killing it. Minions and Monsters not doing well as well. 360 worldwide. Still okay, but
it's kind of insane how much like cannibalization there seems to be, right? Because I feel you had the highs of Toy Story 5 into like the whatever of the Minion movie, and then the complete failure of Moana live action. So it just feels like maybe they came out maybe too close to each other. Which, two of those are Disney, so I'm like, what the heck? What are we doing? Not to mention, just, 2 months ago, it was Mandalorian and Grogu, so...
Yeah. That's why I think it's funny, because we were in this conversation, and we can get into this a little bit now with the box office and how good it's doing this year. With every hit, like, it's a mega hit, but then there's this mega flop. I mean, it's been crazy this year with that. Like, it's been, like, swing and a miss or home run. You know what I mean? Like... What's been mediocre, really? You know what I mean? Like, I guess Minions is the first one that came out that's kind of mid. Like, it's not doing terrible, but it's not doing what they thought. But I wouldn't call it a bomb. Like, Supergirl, Masters of the Universe, Mandalorian, Grogu. There's a bunch that were just bombs. And then there's the hits. Like, these hits, like Michael, Odyssey now,
Project
Super Mario. Super Mario.
Yeah.
These have done great. Like all of the back rooms, the R-rated horror movies have done amazing. So I don't know. It's been a weird year, but it's been very good for them, and they're on track now to be the highest grossing year since 2019, since pre-COVID.
Right, we're on track for 10 billion, which I think, as long as the other movies that we speculate are going to be big hits, I actually think it could be close to 11.
Under.
I don't know if it'll hit 11, but I think it'll be closer to 11. Close to
Spider-Man and Avengers, if they both get $2 billion, that's four. Right off the bat.
I know, that's what I'm saying. You get four right off the bat, and then Odyssey is looking to do at least 600 to 700. So
it's probably 8. It'll probably do 8.
Yeah, so like that's 4.8 just between those three movies. Dune probably will do 700 million ish.
Yeah, it should. I mean, I think its trajectory, it should be at least 7 to 8, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
So
I guess everything else would just have to do mediocrely for the rest of the year, but I just don't see how it doesn't do more than just 10 billion just based off of those big hits.
Yeah. It's a conservative number, which is good to hear because they're going to probably kill it. So
yeah, that's, it's funny because we were having a little discussion in our Discord. And,
we were.
Nick was just like, well, you just take the first 6 months times 2. I was like, well, you can't really do that if you're looking for a comparison, man. Like, if you do that for 2019, you have Avengers Endgame, which was the biggest movie by far that year. What, top 2 of all time? I think Avatar surpassed it again, or whatever. But it was like, you can't do that and not do it fairly, right? Which is why I was just trying to take a look at the first 5 months or 6 months, whatever it was. Because, the second half of the year is way more, loaded than the first half. Because the first half we only had Mario and Michael as the $1 billion movies. So.
Yeah. So, well, and that's it. It's going to be backloaded, definitely. So.
Right. But, tying that in, I do think audiences are probably pickier than they used to be.
That's a definite thing. Selective. You're still being selective. It's doing better, but you're still being selective. Absolutely.
Right. Because I do think there was an era, before the pandemic, before streaming had multiple services, I think there was a good chance that if you came out with a movie and it was just all right, people would go see it. And I just don't think that's the case anymore. Like, you look at these movies that, even like if they get pretty decent reviews, you know, Masters of the Universe, Transformers 1, Honor Among Thieves, those all got really good reviews, and marketing just failed it, and people just didn't come out to see them. So it's just kind of a shame, right? But
yeah.
Multifaceted.
Yeah. All right. So that's your box office, and then news. We've got some news. We'll start off with Warner Brothers. I have two things. One was a fourth lawsuit filed over the deal by one of its own, a Paramount shareholder is suing the to stop the merger. And we have a judge saying the merger is on pause until they, I mean, I don't know if it's ultimately going to be stopped, but a pause is pretty big. It costs a lot of money to pause this thing.
Yeah.
Because if it's not completed, I think by September, there's like a fine to pay.
Yeah.
If I remember right.
To pay, or Paramount, I believe, or something like that.
Yeah, it's an insane number. So, it's definitely a huge pause for this. But I don't know what the best case scenario for this company is anymore, to be honest with you. I don't know. Because like we've dealt with this with video game companies last week. We're talking about it quite a bit with everything going on, like just so many people losing their jobs. And ultimately that's what will happen if the merger fails. But I also don't want it to merge.
What will happen if the merger happens. So
yes, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm getting into. Like, I also don't want the merger to happen because that's what's going to happen. And also giving that library and control to one company it's too much. Right. I think it's too many IPs and too many things for that to deal. That is a monopoly in this area, which is what the FCC is meant for. So hopefully it doesn't. But then you're still going to get layoffs from Warner Brothers because of the fact that they don't make enough money and they have to. So I don't know. I don't know what the best case scenario here is. I don't.
Yeah. There's really no best case scenario anymore.
No. Even if Netflix bought them, it still would be the same idea.
It'd still be pretty bad. But, this is a decade's worth of Zavalov being in charge and
bad leadership.
Making bonehead decisions that I've criticized pretty vocally on this podcast. Just he was in it for himself. He's setting himself up for the long run.
It's weirdly like Bungie leadership, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yep. It's a long. It's not like a cliff jump. It's a long spiral downward. You know what I mean? That's really what it's been doing. So
if this doesn't go through, I think what they'll do though is they'll probably sell pieces.
Yeah, I think IPs. Yeah,
they'll dissect themselves.
Stuff like that. Different pieces. Yeah, I mean that's what would make the most sense to do, anyways. But I guess I get selling all in one piece because it's easier. But selling off parts.
Oh, right, because I mean that's the thing is right. Company A might want IP. 2 or whatever, and it's like, well, you got to buy this too, and it's like, we don't want that. We don't care. Kind of like when Netflix was even set to buy Warner Brothers, they're like, we value the game side as 0 because we're not interested in that, right? Like, not that they wouldn't do anything with it, but like that was not what they were looking for from Warner Brothers as a company. It was just kind of like, well, we got to deal with this now, right? Like, it's the baggage that comes with the deal.
So.
That seems like the most likely scenario for me, but I don't expect it to be blocked, but I am surprised this even happened in the first place. So,
yeah, I am shocked too. So, let's see. We talked about Avengers Doomsday. I forgot to mention, this should have been first. 16.5 million in advanced ticket sales in the first day of availability.
Yeah.
Pre-sales 16.5 million. So
that's not even a wide release. I think it's just premium.
That's 1,000 theaters. That's 1,000 theaters. That's 1/4 of what is more national. It's almost like 5,000 total. Yeah. But we'll just do a quarter for easy math. Right. So 1/4 of the releases. This is just premium format screens. Were on sale, and it's pretty much. I mean, everything I've seen, it's pretty much sold out Thursday, Friday, and I know Saturday for we're all going, which is going to be awesome. But Saturday for us was not an easy purchase. It was like I kept losing seats, or the website was also getting hammered, so it was like timing out. I was like, this is like a craziness for July for a December release is crazy, which is why this movie is going to set records. It's amazing because we got Spider-Man coming, which is going to set records, and then this one is coming out the same year. It's just crazy. So it's good. But yeah, so that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean that trailer really did numbers. I mean, I think did 500 million in the first 24 hours or something.
Yeah.
I think it's the number 2.
It's awesome.
Watch trailer.
I thought it was awesome. Hype trailer for it. I thought it was great. Gets me excited for this. What's coming? Although I'm not a Doctor Doom. Like, I don't really know much about Doctor Doom. I know that he's a big villain.
Yeah.
But it's so hard to picture somebody stronger than Thanos, essentially, and I just don't see how a human being is stronger. But I guess he's just more manipulative, really, right? I mean, that's really what he does.
Yeah, I mean, it's a combination of different things.
If he's not the strongest, he finds the strongest and uses them, essentially.
Yeah, he's a bit more cunning than Thanos was. You know, he has plans on top of plans, and that's why his arch nemesis is Reed Richards, right? Because they're both intellectuals, and it's all about their mind games and contingency plans and whatnot. Whereas Thanos, I mean, not to say Thanos didn't have a plan, right? But he was very at some point he's just like, fuck it, I'll do it myself, right? And just started going after the stones himself rather than try to recruit lackeys like Loki and whoever it was from Guardians of the Galaxy and one and stuff like that.
Yeah, basically from what I know, it's just Doctor Doom is like the only one for some reason who embraces learning about both science and magic. Like, no one else does both for some reason.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. It's a weird mix, I guess, because science is trying to disprove what magic can do, essentially. Or prove why it can do it. You know what I'm saying? That's the best way to describe it.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, the idea makes like more sense in real life, but not so much in a world where magic is definitely real, but whatever.
Yeah.
Right. And it's always funny, like, seeing some panels where, like, so, for example, Reed does not believe in magic, and people will even post, like, clips or images, scans of Reed saying something like, magic doesn't exist, and, like, Sue, his wife, and his woman, is like, magic exists. What are you talking about? And, he's like, well, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, magic exists. It's like, you're friends with Doctor Strange. Your arch enemy uses magic to fight with. Like, how are you disputing that, right? In a world full of fantastical things that happen daily, if not hourly, like, what's your hang up, right? And what is it, right? Like, is magic just a word for something that you can't explain? Because, would it make you feel better if it was called science?
What he would say.
Yeah,
that it's just science we don't understand correctly, but does that really help in using it to have that idea? I don't know. Whatever.
I guess. I don't know. You're right. What else? We did that. Okay. Peter Safran says Clayface in Creature Commandos is the same character as introduced in the Clayface movie.
Who fucking cares, man? Holy shit.
I'm excited. I'm actually kind of okay. So I'm kind of a little excited for Clayface. I hope it's a good movie. Like, it's a horror movie horror movies have done pretty well this year.
Sure.
And Creature Commandos wasn't a terrible cartoon. It was. I enjoyed it. And
do you care that it's a character though?
No, I don't actually. When they said it, I was like, oh yeah, that's right. That's a thing where they're merging these universes essentially.
And it's a prequel.
But I do love.
Like, what the?
Yeah.
Why?
It's a prequel.
Why?
So the Clayface movie, this is the point of the thing. So the movie occurs before Creature Commandos.
Right, but why?
Yeah, exactly. I know. You can say that about any prequel, Tony. We talked about this before. We do this every time there's a prequel. Yeah, why does it exist? Because you know where it's ending. You know what I mean? Like, I get it, but
I'm just saying. So, like, the thing is, what, you want an origin story of Clayface?
Yeah, they want to. They have some story to tell. Listen, I was a lot more confident in this movie before Supergirl. Because I felt like James Gunn was picking out scripts that he really liked, and we get good movies. And I don't know if that's necessarily the case now. I don't know.
I think it's so stupid we're getting a Batman villain movie before a Batman proper movie.
Oh, yeah, that's also delayed, for those wondering. February 18th, 2027 now.
That's not.
Oh, not 2027, 2028. I'm sorry, 2028.
Right. But even with that, that's not that Batman.
I'm sorry. No, I'm wrong. Wait. Well, yeah, it's February 18, 2028. I thought I had the wrong date. I'm sorry. It's not that bad. Yes, it's not. It's not that Batman. It's a different Batman.
So that's irrelevant to this Clayface, or that Batman silhouette you saw at the end of that show.
Yeah.
So, cool.
Yeah, I mean, the thing for me we have this delay now, which I don't understand because, well, I do because they started so late filming this freaking movie. Batman is we're never if he's not going to step on the toes of Matt Reeves, right? We're not going to hear about what their Batman is until after this movie comes out. So summer of 2028 before we know about Batman in the DCU.
That's too late.
Summer of 2028.
Might be dead by then.
Who knows? The world may be over at this point. We don't know. Like, I don't know. It's just it's crazy that they're going to sit on their biggest property, their biggest character. They're going to sit on him because of Matt Reeves taking 7 years to release a movie. 7 years.
I mean, there's that, and it's the fact that Gunn just does not want to adapt that Batman to his. He wants his own, and he refuses to use that one. And because of that, but you can't cancel this movie because that's the only thing with a fan base that's built in that is basically guaranteed to do well.
That's
it's
fine.
The only thing they have.
That's fine, but just fucking do it then. Like, sorry, Matt, like that you took 7 fucking years to come up with this script and finish it, but the world moves on. The world needs to continue moving. Like, the world does not stop just because you're having a difficulty for whatever reason with your script. So, if anything, James Gunn should be like, hey, you can do your Batman Part 2. That is it, though. Like, sorry. And we are doing our Batman. And I'm moving forward with that Batman project. And in the year 2026, after we've had so many Spider-Man movies that have multiversal things directly in them, as well as in the main Marvel universe as well, people can understand there are more than one Batman, right? This isn't like 2008 where, Warner Brothers time was like, oh, we can't have Joker in the Justice League cartoon and then have him in this other cartoon. People will be confused. Kids are stupid.
Yeah. This has always been a DC problem, though.
Yeah. DC has always feared this. Like Smallville, a perfect example of that. Smallville was a perfect example of that. All right. Let's see. Yeah, so Batman's February 18th, 2028. Moved from previously October 1st of 2027. So, here's good news. Well, maybe. All right, there's 2 things. Daredevil Born Again Season 3 has wrapped filming already, coming March 2027. So, like we had said previously, faster turnaround, 1 year. 1 year.
Yeah, I do worry that's going to be it, though, for it. I think because the numbers have been so mediocre at best for watching it, I think this is the end again.
They did well, but it had declined. So if it does decline again, I have a bad feeling about it too. But the numbers were still fine where it was. It just declined from its first season, which again, they're filming this so fast because the theory is that they took too long. And that's so they didn't take that long with season 2. Actually, wasn't that was pretty quick.
It was
but they're one of the. They're one of the faster ones. Now they're obviously 1 year is great. And, X-Men 97 is going to do that as well, which is awesome. So they're hoping that this is the reason why you lose viewers, and this is probably why, because there's too much time between. And I think Fallout saw that as well this year. It just took too long. And Severance definitely saw a drop off, if I remember right. So and that was, It's just such a long break. You can't go 3 years between seasons of a show.
No, I agree. And even Netflix themselves, I just read this article the other week about how they have seen consistent percentage declines from season 1 to season 2 of like every show of theirs. And it's like, again, no shit. When you take 2, 3, 4 years.
5 years for Stranger Things?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like people just get bored. They move on to other things. And it is the downside of the streaming model, right? As much as I do love a lot of the advantages, the disadvantages, the thing to me is like, they'll spend so much money creating like, let's just say a dozen shows, right? But they won't like take a gamble on any of those being good enough or like having good numbers to greenlight, hey, you're going to get a second season for sure too. So like make sure you roll right into that, right? So that season 2 only takes a year. And then seeing like which ones were the big winners and which one were the losers, and be like, hey, you can start writing season 3, but if you don't have the numbers for season 2, then we're gonna axe you, right? But to me that makes the most sense.
It's the way TV used to work.
Well, also the way TV used to work is they would film like the first half of a season, then there'd be a mid-season break where they filmed the second half of the season.
Right.
They would have numbers. They'd have numbers.
They'd be filming during the season for the same season, like
It gave them much better, accurate like renewal and cancel numbers. I know that. So like while they would film the second half, you could say like, "Listen, guys, your show's not going to make it, so this is it." Or but we've had plenty of shows canceled without endings. So that does happen, but it's still not something that it's such a long break right now between these. But hopefully like Netflix hopefully gets better with it.
Right.
Because Disney looks like they're doing that.
And I mentioned that too. I remember back then with normal TV, we thought those like 2 or 3 month mid-season breaks were ridiculous back then, but now that's like, oh yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
I would take that.
Yep. I would be like weirded out if they're like, "Yep, season 2 starts in 3 months." I'd be like, "What? That doesn't."
Yeah, it'd be sense. Weird. But it used to be the way.
No, I know. No, I'm just saying like currently. But it's also the amount of episodes too, right? It's 10 episodes or usually, right?
Not 22 anymore.
Right. 23, 22. Yeah.
Which just, I feel like they have to change that model somehow. Like I don't know if it's more episodes that are like not as long, or
cheaper somehow,
right? Which
definitely cheaper is the problem.
Which seems super hard to do in this climate, but you got to do something. And the thing is, again, it's really just there's too much content overall these days, just like video games, that you can't just be like, hey, we were such a hit in season 1, people will come back for season 2. It's like, no, they might not.
Yeah.
They might not.
Actually, I mean, you wait long enough, people just are in totally different phases of their lives 5 years later, especially if you have a younger demographic you're looking at.
Yeah, or you don't remember. It's like, oh, what happened here? Like, I forget.
That always happens.
Yeah, so it's just like, all right. And then then people get caught in the, well, I'll just wait till the whole thing's finished, and then I'll binge it, right?
Yep. Yeah, and that's kind of been me recently with things, but
Cobra Kai, right?
Cobra Kai. Yeah, I waited because I didn't want to. I get
it, man. Yeah. I get it. But I even told you it was bad. So like,
that's weird because we're sitting here talking about taking a break in the show, and they did this, Mike. They took a break, and I'm like, I'm not watching this now. I'm spoiled. I'm spoiled. Yeah.
Listen, I mean, it is a little different too, considering these episodes of X-Men '97 are half hour long. They're not like super long, so you can watch 2. It probably feels better to watch 2 in a row than just one.
My plan.
But
it's my plan tomorrow. So
still, like, it is. I also understand why people are upset about a little. Even though I do think for the pacing of the way the story was, it's a good time for a break. But when you have like, what, 10
episodes?
How many?
Something like that.
10 episodes. Having little side quests don't feel as good as when there's like 2 episodes. In a season.
22 you could do fillers. 10 you can't really fill a filler.
13 or so, it would be okay, I guess. But whatever.
Yeah. All right. We got 2 more things on the menu here. We've got Robocop TV series in the works with James Wan. James Wan. And Ed Neumeyer. Neumeyer? Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know who that one is. I know James Wan, whatever his name is. Executive producing both of them. It's from Blumhouse. I'm not a big Robocop fan myself.
Who's a fan of cops in general these days?
I don't know.
Robots.
Robot cops. Robocop. Robot cops. This was always a cult following, so I'm like, they tried to reboot it with a movie and it didn't go, and then they had video games that didn't go.
Did that game that came out like a year or so ago? Did that do anything?
That was pretty good from there.
I heard it was pretty good too.
Yeah, what's funny is like those kind of games like that, and then there's like the Terminator game. I heard was all pretty good. And I just haven't played those games, but I never really.
Again, there's too much content, so it's just like
yeah. And then there's Danny McBride, who will be directing the newest G.I. Joe movie coming. He wrote and directed it. He's writing it and directing it. Sorry, from Paramount. So we're getting a new G.I. Joe movie.
Is this in the same continuity as those ones from 20 years ago?
No. It won't be. Okay. However, it could be in the same continuity as Transformers, because that has been rumored for a while.
Who the fuck
but we'll see.
Man?
They don't want to let. Like, I feel like the Transformer universe is still moving, even though it's going to have like a, they've partially rebooted it, and you know what I mean. So they kind of have, but I feel like this could tie into that. Where they are with Bumblebee and all those movies. I feel like this will tie into that stuff. I feel
we talk about it more than they do, because every movie they always have this conversation. Oh, it is in the continuity, but certain parts might be a little different. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about then? Like,
it's true. True.
But yeah, whatever. Is the God of War news not on here?
the God of War movie. I forgot to paste it. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Oh,
so
yeah, that's crazy.
the actor, it's Ryan Hurst, right? Ryan Hurst. Yeah.
I think that's his name.
Yeah. He is playing Kratos, who he tore his bicep during filming of the season, 4 episodes in, and now they're replacing him rather than. Well, I mean, it's a long injury. I get that, but replacing him.
It feels a little bit like an excuse to replace him, considering how much negative feedback they got from that first image of him as Kratos.
Well,
Now that's
not his fault.
I know that's just speculation, but I feel like they want another shot at casting this character, and this long-term injury was an excuse.
I mean, they're gonna have to reshoot the episodes again. That's what they're gonna do. They're not leaving him in it. They're cutting him out. I'm sure he's getting paid, which is fine. I'm sure they have insurance, and that's what's going to cover all this. But that's crazy.
Yeah, it could be any number of things. I mean, maybe he just wasn't as good as they thought, or because like you audition for. I don't know much about acting, but like I assume like reading lines and whatever, like doing a rehearsal on it. It's way different than showing up on set and doing whatever you needed to do. Or maybe he's just a dick to cast, right? And he got complaints. Like, you know what? Bring in that number 2 guy. Bring him in.
Yeah, it's all speculation. Maybe this is really what they figured.
Yeah, absolutely. It could be too, right?
Just for the injury.
But it is just crazy.
It does feel like, it does feel like there's got to be something more than that. If they really liked him, I think they would wait.
Exactly. Like, how often does this happen?
It's like 4 months. It's like 4 months.
I'm trying to think of how often.
I mean, but he's not like an athlete. Like, he can fake some things there with like a immobile arm.
Typically, when this happens, and this is what I thought was going to happen, they delay this season. Like, just delay it because it's going to be 4 months till he can film again. But that's all they do. They push it. We're like, you're still going to delay this right now. Like, even if you're going to recast this, right? You're not going to release it.
Right. It's delayed either way, right?
Yeah. So it's like, you're right. There might be something else happening here.
There's gotta be.
There has to be something.
Yeah.
I think they just want another crack at the casting. It seems like it, but whatever.
Yeah. So, anyways, all right.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah, that sucks. Maybe we'll hear more later. Maybe we'll hear more. All right, that's going to wrap up this episode of the Moviecast, folks. Thanks for tuning in once again live on Twitch, Tuesday nights at 8 Eastern. You can join us on Twitch and chat with us. We also have YouTube, which has all the content. So be sure to subscribe over there and give us a comment, leave us a comment and a like. We love that stuff. We're going to see you on the Gamecast, though. We're out for now.